It was mad. We were actually out, recently, it was me, you, and our boy. Remember, we were out. At some spot, and we just sat there. Three of us just sat there. 3 married men, rings on. Just sat talking, having a catch up. And then 4 girls came up to us. I actually even told my missus this story. 4 girls came up to us, and they went, "We see you 3 are married, and we just want advice. How do we find a good man? Like, how do we, we're in our 30s and we're all single, all 4 of us." And they stood there and we sat there and we were like, what's going on?
Is this a test?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on yet. And then they just were like, they generally were just having a conversation with us, we all sat down. And they were just like, have you got any advice? And, they knew we were married, but I was just like, immediately I was like, I've got 2 kids, happily married. Relax yourself, because I don't know, like you said, whether what's going on here. Like what women, because I feel like the way they were talking is women these days are like, it's generally hard to find a good man that we're willing to just take another girl's man.
Bro, it's fucked outside.
The ring is an indicator that you are good enough for someone to lock in for life, and therefore you must be good enough for them too.
Do you think it's easier for guys to obtain girls than it is for girls to obtain guys?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm throwing it out. I really don't know.
That's a silly question.
Why is it a silly question? Please explain.
Well, I mean, are you just a joke?
No, I mean 100% deadly serious.
You're asking whether it's basically easier for men or women to get laid.
No, I think. Do you mean relationship?
I mean, bro. I'm not talking about getting your leg over. I'm talking about like solid wifey or husband.
I think it's easier.
Like relationship.
I think it's easier for women to get laid.
How easy is it to have a relationship?
Easier for men to
That's
get
a good
relationship.
question.
Yeah.
What is it easier for men to get married?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's easier for
not
men.
even marriage. Not even marriage. Just long term, like serious.
long-term
Yeah.
Right.
But I think men dictate that, so men it's easier for men control the relationship, who they get relationship with. Whereas I feel like women, they can control who they get.
Even in today's world, even in 2023.
Yeah, that is exactly how it works in my eyes. Women control, it's the power of the pussy, but once you've unlocked that, I'm in control of where this goes next. Really. Most of the time, I would say that's how it works.
Yeah.
So you think if a woman woke up tomorrow, let's just say like the most desirable woman in the world right now, So let's say, for example, what are we going to say, like depends on what market, but like Beyonce or Margot Robbie, Maya Jama, great example, Maya Jama. Let's say London.
Let's say obsession
Maya
with that woman,
Maya Jama, or
He does.
Who is it? Who's a male equivalent
of Maya Jama?
Yeah.
Central C.
Is it Central C? All right, listen.
How have you come to that?
No, let's say.
Like, what they call like poster people, isn't it, for the girls and.
Let's say Jack Grealish, yeah. Because I'm saying who
Girls
everyone
love
loves.
Jack Grealish,
Yeah, I'm saying who girls love, right? So Jack Grealish.
No, Ronaldo, man, come on.
All right, okay, fine. Ronaldo and Maya Jama, yeah. Who would find it easier to have a? No, that's a stupid question. Yeah, it's a stupid question, man. It is, yeah.
Who would find it easier
to get a solid it's stupid.
Well, my
it's always going to be guys.
It's going to be guys, isn't it? It's always
going to be guys.
It's always going to be guys. But do they not say that to every hot woman? There's like 8 guys after that hot woman. To every allegedly hot guy, there's maybe a few women. I don't know. What's the ratio?
What is a hot guy?
What's the ratio?
What's a hot guy? What's desirable to a woman?
Money.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's.
I think money. No, money is a big part of it.
You
bro.
sound like Andrew Tate.
No, I don't sound like that. No, bro. Like,
Yeah, but
chill,
bro, do you remember that picture that time?
I think security and money. Security and money is very important to
women.
women.
Remember that picture that leaked of the mugshot of the guy that went jail? Mixed race guy, had tattoos.
Oh, yeah,
looked like a model.
Yeah, but they
Gal were going mad
Yeah,
for him
bro,
after that. He ended up bagging a celeb. I can't remember.
Yeah, but you know why?
Yeah, she was the daughter of someone very, very wealthy, like generational wealth.
Are they still going out?
Sure. I think they've got divorced. I'm not sure to be honest, but I
go,
know
yeah.
that there was a lot of like, oh my God, I can't believe she's doing this from her side.
Yeah, because it's get your leg
He got
over.
a modelling contract out of it too.
He did.
Good for him, bro.
He done well, bro. So I don't know. It is money. Money plays a big part as well.
No, I think for women, look, I said
I
this.
don't believe in that, you know.
Brother,
What, money?
The money thing, no.
I know a lot of girls that don't care about that. So.
You know what? Go on. Why don't you believe in that, man?
You're deluded,
because
bro.
back when I had no money, Gally loved me, man.
Yeah, but this is
What
something.
level of gal?
This is something that I've said before,
Exactly.
right? I reckon you can get almost any girl with little to nothing, as far as really short term goes.
Yes,
If you want to do relationships, you actually need
that's a fact.
Foundation, money.
I literally said this.
I agree with that.
I said this in a conversation yesterday. Yeah, for guys, I think you can go out with a girl for a long period of time only if you fancy them straight away. Yeah. I don't think you can. I don't think that girl can grow on you physically. Like, but I think for a woman, I think they can maybe not fancy a guy at first, but because of their status and their profile and the way they carry themselves, she can grow to like them.
So
I mean,
tell me if you agree or not.
I've grown to like people before.
Really?
More than I did when I first met them, for sure.
And you didn't fancy them at first?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the key, bro.
Maybe not. Like
low level.
Very low level of fancy. Like we went from about 12% to about 80%.
Wow. I think that's incredibly rare, bro.
Well,
I think that's
when you
so
find
rare.
out about people, it's not just about looks, man.
What about
if someone's energy is good, it can grow on you. It's infectious.
So you've got an example, your ex at uni.
Which one? Who?
Remember? Phillips.
No, but I didn't go. I didn't fancy
Remember, she was
her.
butters, and then you
my
made
God.
your
I was with her for 1
girlfriend.
week.
You made your girlfriend.
Apologies.
You were with her for 6 months.
What if this person's
He's trying to
watching?
get me to react.
No, I said Phillips.
He's trying to get me to
Oh, was
react.
that? Was
Yeah.
I'm not engaged.
No, but
I'm not
you know that's a
engaging.
fact, though.
No, I'm not engaging.
Wait,
you
what?
fell in love with her.
Explain.
He's trying to get me
A
to
really
react.
butters ugly girl,
my God.
like allegedly disgraceful, monster,
Disgraceful.
and he fell in love with her and made her his girlfriend. So that means she grew on you because she had a lovely personality. That's a great example.
He's trying to get me to react, but what I'm going to do is, this is the mature CJ, right? So here's what we do now, because he's using names. You beat one of the most ugly, and God bless our women, right? You beat one of the most ugly women, I would say respectfully, that I've ever seen in my life, right? In the scene.
But
Who's got a name who we know?
Oh my God!
Remember me
bring the name up? Do we reveal the name?
No.
Name?
Oh, no.
Oh, we not
No,
going there.
Wait, stop.
Is it too much?
This is getting mad.
Okay, all right.
Listen, right.
If I speak,
But
I'm
we're
in
talking about
trouble.
Girlfriends, right?
If we speak, I'm in trouble.
You talking about
dickhead,
girlfriends? You felt.
You need get your glasses back on, bro. Your eyes are misty, dickhead.
Grease. I saw that one.
Grease.
Grease.
Oh, anyway.
No, it's about falling in love, though, isn't it? Like, she grew on you. That's what I mean.
This is fake news, bro.
How many times have you been in love, all of you?
Me personally,
About 20 times.
Not nowhere near 20 times, bro. This is my first time in love, proper love.
This is your first time in love?
I had like teenage love when I was like 15, 16, teenage love. Fell out of love with that girl, and then I haven't been in a serious relationship since then. Remember,
So
I was
You're saying two?
music.
Twice?
Yeah, I'll say twice, but it was teenage love. Like,
That's what I was going to ask you. Is
you know
that
what I mean?
love?
Like, does that even count?
Because
Like,
you look back at it and then go, that wasn't love.
what I feel now. Do you get
Right.
me?
Yeah, I guess your definition of love changes as you grow, right? But is there like an age where you started accepting love or what you now think of as love?
I think so. Like, obviously, through my early 20s, I was doing music and to a high degree. So I was like in parties where I'm meeting loads of women and doing what I should be doing as a young rock and roll star, which was meeting loads of women and sleeping with them every night. You know what I'm saying? I did that for a while.
Protected.
Yeah, obviously. But obviously that gets to, after a while, that gets boring, and then you start realizing, what is this? There's no meaning to this. I want to find someone serious. That takes a few years. That's a process. Then by the time I met my missus, I was ready, I think.
Same story as him, man. We went through the same thing.
Literally,
We literally went through the same thing. We're both just in the streets and literally around the same age, around 25.
Yeah.
Just met our missus. So, yeah.
So just the once?
Yeah. Like, when you're young, you think it was love, and you look back when you're in your current missus, you're like, oh, that wasn't love. You start laughing, you're like, that's mad. That was lust.
Oh.
That was lust. Yeah. So I've had a few lusts, but not love. Love's different. Love, you care for someone, you want to be with them forever. You happily will live with them.
So have you only ever had one relationship then where you cared for the person?
Yeah, and if one relationship where you're like, I'll live with this person forever. The reason why my past relationships ended is because as time went on, where it's just a year, into a relationship, you start thinking, can I be with this girl forever? And then, like, without being arrogant, I've never been dumped before, ever. No girl's ever broken up with me, right?
Careful, touch wood.
Ever in my life, touch wood. Could happen. So every
Why?
So every relationship I've had,
Praying
I've
on his
ended.
downfall.
No, you never know. You can't just
Exactly.
throw
Touch,
things like that.
touch what?
Lava.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And
Did you like the thing? I thought that was quite good. Right?
That was fantastic.
The splash out of the sofa.
That was good. Yeah. No, so every relationship I've ended. So and I've pretty much ended all of them because I started thinking, can I be with this girl forever? So I just make up an excuse and end it. I broke up with all my exes for silly reasons, and in dumb ways. I don't know about you, but like I was a bit when I was younger, I was pretty rubbish at breaking up with girls. So I'd make up excuses.
Oh, like what?
Did you not do stuff like that?
What's the worst one you did?
The worst one I did was girl at uni. He knows. I don't want to describe it because Anyway, but girl at uni, and I was like, I'm too scared to just go. I don't want to be with you anymore. Let's break up. So I was like, I made up a pretend argument on our way out to go to like a campus event, and I pretended to be drunk. So I had a bottle of vodka in my hand, and I was like, "You're annoying me. No, just get off me." And then just like, do you know what? You've just been really annoying today, and then just made up an argument, and then just stormed off.
Awful. And then,
it was really it's dumb. Yeah, and that's how I broke up. I was like, "You've just annoyed me today." It was bad.
What about you, C? How many times you've been in love?
Yeah, you know what? I was doing the maths while you lot were talking. I would probably say I'd say twice. Yeah.
Who's the other one?
The maddest one was a girl that nothing ever actually happened. Right. Where it was like, I think Anton's right about being besotted because you're thinking initially there's like that lust element. You're like, I really fancy this person, and you're like really, really good friends. Then actually something, you cross the line and you're like, oh shit, where are we going from here? We've crossed the line. But then it doesn't happen and you're thinking, oh shit, you have the opportunity, especially when you have the opportunity to make something happen and you choke. Because you're like, oh shit, we can't, should we do this? And you're like, oh no, actually it's gonna change, it's completely complicate the situation, the friendship that we have. So then you bottle it and then you regret the fact that you bottled it when you had the chance. So that was the first love incident that I had.
Did you ever get with each other?
Are you quite young when this is happening?
Yeah, I was like 21.
Okay.
Did you ever get with each other?
No, but I had the chance. And I was like...
But that's is that love then?
Because afterwards I regretted it. I was like...
And you always thought about it?
Yeah, of course, because we were like really close. We were like proper close, like university, very close.
That sounds like lust to me though.
It's... I don't know, man, because there was a regret. But anyway, after
is this
that...
your friend? Is she your friend? Was she a friend?
And you know what? To this day, she was a very good friend. And to be fair, the reason why everything happens for a reason, she's still a very good friend. She's still actually one of the. I know it is. Yeah. She's still one of the. She's like the only female friend that I have, apart from my boy's missus.
Do you still see her?
Yeah, of course I do. Yeah, like literally, we're like good friends.
Do you ever get a little?
No, I don't feel that at all. At all. That's why. That's why you're right.
Married now. Or what?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but like,
she's got kids.
No. But either way, like. I'm like, I look at it and I'm like respectful. I'm like,
oh, you're like, no, thanks.
Yeah, like just like purely just like, no, not disgusting.
No, the idea is
just like it's a sister vibe. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's like, but at the time it was like raw. Like, what's going on here? And I think when you find your missus, you just know in it like it's more wholesome, it's more longevity. Like no, I'm just like you, bro. You know, it's like it's not just you fancy them, but it's like actually. There's ups and downs. You're like, actually, I'm willing to put up with the rough and the smooth.
Were you friends with your missus then before you?
No. I fancy the missus straight away.
So that was lust at first.
That's what I'm trying to say. I think, in my opinion, you have to fancy your missus or the person you go out with straight away. I don't believe in growing the fancying part.
No, friendship's important.
Yeah,
friendship is essential.
There's two ways into it, man.
Friendship
if you're doing love, then if you build the friendship first, you can fall in love with someone and then the thing happens afterwards.
100%.
But if you're meeting someone, it's more likely to be lust, isn't it? You're not going to love a stranger.
100%, but I'm absolutely adamant that first encounter, you have to be like, whoa, this girl is hot. Like, if you don't have that in your head,
of course.
In my opinion... But
do you think that it's love from...
No, not love, but as in like you've got to build from the... raw, do you know what I mean? The raw moment. You have to have that raw moment. Otherwise, what are we doing? You're like, maybe it can, maybe, because that maybe might come back to bite you later down the line.
Would you say you've had that moment with hundreds of girls?
But I haven't got. Yeah, but I haven't. Yeah.
So like, how does it?
Well, this is the key. So once you get that initial spark, then it's like, what's your chat saying? What's your heart saying? What's your integrity saying? Like, there's all these other things that make up wifey material, doesn't it? Like, are you loyal?
But you see, when I was younger, like I was getting that moment with girls where I'd be like, oh, I like this girl, but for some reason, I never wanted to take it further than keep it casual. Like, I weren't a fan of just getting into relationships. With
you were
So
Scumbag,
why
bro.
did your
You were a
missus change
scumbag.
it?
No, because like I said, I got to a certain time where I was like, this is long, just the same repeated
Oh, so it's
thing with
timing.
girls. No, but also I never also met the right one at that time because all the girls wanted to know me for one thing
Oh,
and just wanted one thing. None of them actually wanted to get to know me. Do you know what I'm saying?
oh, so that's important.
But yeah, so I know certain people who get in several relationships before they find the one. I never even did that. I got in one relationship when I was 16. I never had one until I met Lucy.
That's
You get it?
interesting. That's interesting.
Mad, yeah. What about you, man?
Do-
got
no,
several-
You
so
stayed
wait,
single
I
as
need
well.
to unpack this a bit, bro. So you know what, lava, but you know what, you said you didn't get to know them.
Yeah.
Was there anyone looking back that you were like, oh, you know what, in another life maybe that could have happened?
No, not really. Honestly, there was none that got close. There was one girl that I was seeing a bit.
Famously on media.
No, not
No,
even,
no,
not even
no,
that
no.
one.
That I don't think that's
That
a
one
regret.
wasn't even serious. That just got taken out of context. That one, but just another girl I was seeing. Tried to introduce her to my mum and that, and she never got along with my mum, and my mum didn't really feel her vibe. So from there, it was a straight lock, and then I was back in the streets. Like, cause you got a.
What happened when you brought her around?
No, my mum was just like,
Well, got mumsy.
yeah, no, my mum was just like, I'm not feeling her energy.
Really?
You know, that one's, it happens.
That's not good.
But for me, that's important.
So you man have
but that
not-
was the only other tester I've had.
So you man have never had the one that got away moment ever? Because that's what I'm intrigued.
The
like,
one
genuine.
that got away.
That's
Yeah.
because that sounds
Yeah.
like what you had.
Yeah,
definitely,
of course. Yeah, I think I've had that a couple times still.
Oh,
like
it's
just
the
moments where you're like, oh,
New
you
York-
could
Take
'cause
me
you-
out, girl.
Like you see your
Is
hands
this New
and
York?
Nah, it's another one. Take me out.
New York,
just
yeah.
just
Wait,
like
how many you've got
oh,
away?
yeah, you remember?
How
Good
many you've got
memory,
away?
good
Yeah, I
memory, good memory. But the funny thing is, I look back at all of these people, bro. I rose.
I feel like CJ falls in love
Rose
though
White.
quicker than normal.
I
Like
see, I
he
did.
falls for people.
when I was
Right.
because I get weak, like you get close, you
Yeah.
get like ingrained
Do you know what I
in
think that
their
is though?
psyche.
Do you know what I think that is though?
I get ingrained in their psyche,
always
they're ingrained in my
chatting
psyche.
to girls, like long conversations,
bro, that's facts,
and he
that's
gets
facts.
to know them deep.
And then
so,
and it
whereas
rolls
I've
on.
always been less willing to chat.
You don't
Like,
talk.
it's always been shallow. Like, I mean, like we're
So
banging.
you man have never had one that
What was
got
you're
away.
talking about?
Well, you know, when I was young, like, well, I don't want to talk about.
He's got
your
one that
favourite
got
colour.
He's
You mean-
lied. He's got a couple that's got away,
No,
but he
come
won't
on,
never
you got to
admit.
admit, I've never been
Not
a
as much as
big,
me.
Like,
You're right, but
conversationalist
you've got
like
there's
you.
one or two that I can think of straight away that in a different time
man, I can't even think
something
of
could have happened in a different space, different
What
scenario.
he could have ended up with.
Yeah,
like,
cool.
married.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You reckon? Well, I
Yeah,
can't-
there's
You know
at
what, I
least
can't even
two.
think.
There's at least two I can think of straight away.
Oh,
Straight
really?
away.
What,
Yeah.
alternative worlds?
Yeah,
Parallel universes?
alternative worlds, 100%.
Tell me one.
100%, 100%.
I can't.
Yeah,
Think of
tell
it.
us
Easily.
one.
Okay.
No names, obviously.
No names. Off the top of my head, could we say straight after you come out of Big Brother, there was a decision that you had to make?
That thing.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't like blondes though.
No, no.
Oh,
Like,
is this
tattoos?
Is this, I was going to say
Oh,
makeup.
that's it.
Is that
Yep.
to do with makeup, or is that?
No,
What
no.
about makeup?
Who's makeup?
No,
Oh,
no. But by the way,
no,
that
no.
thing, bro. Remember, once again, I was in control of that situation.
Yeah, you were
I
in
could've,
control,
like, That wasn't got away. Do you see what I mean? Like, I let you go.
Yeah, that
No,
happened
thank
a
you.
lot.
Yeah, like you get what I'm saying? That's not got away. Like, oh no, like,
Yeah, that
like,
never happened.
She was dying to be with me, and I said, no, relax
No,
yourself.
I'm
Like,
thinking. It'll come back to me. It'll come back. There's definitely scenarios where I pointed out to you where I've said, oh, okay, there's that. Oh, okay, yeah, I've got it. North London, friends with Skeppy. If he had more money, that first date, she was peng as well, bro. Low key, peng, sisters. Sounds like Holla. Surname sounds like Holla. Holla. Yeah.
yeah. No,
thank you.
Got
bro.
away.
Listen, this girl used to come out of us back in the
got away
day.
in the story. What's
So sorry, I need to not private stories. Let's open it up for the people. So really, really beautiful
will know it,
brunette.
by the way.
I'm gonna free the details. Beautiful brunette.
I know,
Like
yeah.
very close
Yeah.
with the North London, like with Boy Better Know.
Come on.
Understood the
Big
culture,
slow.
but very polite and very bougie and very well spoken. Classy, but understood the streets. Perfect combo, if you ask me. No one, a bear man tried to move to her, all got shut down. Anton, even early stages, tried to talk to her. We were friends with him, just friend zone. He goes on Big Brother, comes out, starts chatting to her.
No,
She's like,
no, it's before. It was actually before.
but did she?
Yeah.
She rejected you though before Big Brother.
No, it's before.
Oh,
She rejected you before Big Brother.
Oh, the clout.
Be real, be real.
The clout is
be real,
powerful,
bro.
though. Big
He
Brother
came out
clout.
Big Brother. He
Brother
came out Big
clout.
Brother.
No,
She was happy to go on a date. She never gave anyone a date.
Wow.
Ever.
And did I go-
Ever.
And did I go on it?
She said, no, let me explain why. So she was like, yeah, cool. Where are we going? These times, money was low. I've told this, we said this story loads of times. Money was low because
After
the
Big
Big Brother
Brother?
money started drying
Do you not
up.
think those?
The Big Brother money started drying up. So he panicked.
After how long?
Do you not think?
Maybe
Do you not
like
think those?
2 months,
CJ,
3 months.
2 months.
We were listen, lads.
Hey, Love Island was
We were living a lifestyle. Lads, we were living. We were
Wes
living.
has got a billion streams.
Bro, it's a
Oh my
different, it's a
God.
different world.
I
It's
see
a
it.
different
I
world
think
now. You
there's
guys
better
know it's a
example.
different
I think there's better
world.
examples
She was
because-
paying
no,
Anton.
do
You
you
know
not-
she was paying.
Hold
Don't
on,
deny
let
it.
him finish,
because
let him
No, he knows
I
he's gonna
could've
try and
linked- I
change
could've
it.
linked it.
Let him
2
finish,
months,
let him
2
finish.
months. The money dried up. We were living. We were partying hard every day. Even Tuesdays and Mondays, we were out every single day. So money dried up, and he said he was real with me. He's like, he was gassed, like CJ, like Kate. I was just whatever. She's on it. She's like, no, it's calm. It doesn't matter. It's calm, bro. We move on.
Kate, this is my, yeah, okay, yeah.
It's calm. It's calm. It's calm.
Listen,
You said
listen.
Phillips earlier,
No,
but it's
listen,
calm anyway.
listen, I
Kate's
could've-
peg. Listen.
I
He's
never
gassed.
linked
He's
this
gassed.
girl.
Listen, he's like, Kate, yeah, Kate. I was like, no way, I don't believe you. Show me. And I can see it. She's like, yo, so where we like? What do you want to do?
And what did I do?
And he's like, I've got no money. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do here. He just said, look, I'm going through struggles at the moment. He basically sacked it off.
This is funny. That's a funny story.
Okay,
I'll let you say it though. I'll let you say it.
What
I'll let
happened?
you. No. I like
said I'm
it. Do you know what? Do you know why I like
Tell
it?
me what I
Do you know why I'm
said.
letting you say it?
Be real.
I'm now going to do stories today. Like we're going to do stories.
Anton.
No.
Anton,
No.
hand on heart.
No,
What did
no,
I
no,
say
no.
that was wrong?
No.
Now
That's
you're
all
diverting.
facts.
Now you're
We're
diverting.
giving facts.
No, you see
There you
reverse
go.
psychology.
There you go.
What did I say that was wrong?
I love that story.
Anton, what did I say that was wrong?
Good story.
I'm hearing silence. What did I say that was wrong? Correct me.
Well, half of it was made up.
Which part, please?
Me saying I've got no money. I go. I'll struggle. Sorry, babe. What are we on about here?
Can you rephrase?
Do you
What
know?
happened?
Do you know
What
what's
happened?
mad? Like you know what's mad? Like
Just say what happened then.
basically half the story's wrong, so I don't want to go repeat the factual story.
All right, what's
I
right?
actually
What
wanna
have you
know
got
the
that's
story.
right? Correct him then.
Yeah.
man, for us.
Okay,
Otherwise-
literally, this girl was our mate, yeah, and literally she liked me. She didn't like many guys. She liked me, 'cause, you know, whatever. I'm funny, do you mean? And she was up for linking, and I like. And the thing is, this money thing doesn't make sense because we won't get into details of other how but I could have linked her if I wanted to link her, yeah. But it was a case of I knew that it wasn't the right time for me because I was freshly out, newly single, and I was trying to stay single. So
you didn't want to date?
no, because she
When you were
wasn't.
single.
She wasn't a hoe, and there was a lot of girls that were talking to me. A lot of girls were talking to me, loads, and the thing for me was.
So
you-
hold
if you
on,
go-
hold on. Is this your mate? Is she like
She's
with
not.
buddies?
No.
Yeah?
No.
Not
But
at
she
all.
was. She
Is
was.
it
She would roll with
business?
us.
Is it business?
No, she'd roll with us though. She was.
And she's super peng.
She was very paying, man.
And you
very
you
presentable.
were single and you decided, I'm single, I don't want to get involved with this pengers. Yeah?
No.
It's not adding
Because-
up, bro.
Oh,
It's
can I
not
tell
adding up.
Because
you?
why?
Can I tell you the truth?
Be real.
Because
just
why?
free it.
Why?
I'll tell you the
Anton.
truth.
Just
I'll tell you
free
the
it.
truth, because
I want the truth.
He will know as well. There was around 7 paying girls on me.
What, more than her?
Yeah, there was.
She was one too many.
No, listen.
You're
No, there was-
lying, bro. You're lying, bro.
listen,
You're
listen.
lying.
Should we-
You're
hey,
lying.
listen.
I'm sorry. You're
What
lying.
about
I've heard it
You're
all.
lying,
CJ,
bro.
Too
You're
many
lying.
payers.
We
Too
rated
many.
her up
No, can I
there.
tell you?
We rated her up
Can I
there.
finish my sentence? All right, I'll tell you another one, yeah? Remember the guy in N-Dubs, his...
No, we can't do
Yeah,
that.
what's
also...
going on?
We can't talk
She,
about that,
what, the Southern Height? Which one?
No.
Anyway,
her.
I
Oh,
can
yeah.
start listing things, yeah,
but
but
that-
a lot... But listen, what I'm saying is, a lot of girls on me...
it was
and let me finish my
different
point.
market, though.
You let me speak, yeah? My thinking, and it's worked out well for me, was this, yeah? I, before Big Brother, was with my missus now, broke up with her, and because I wasn't ready for a relationship. I wanted to be single and free, as she knows, live my life. But the thing with me is, as much as I wanted to live my life, I knew that if I'm looking to get in a relationship with any girl right now, then I'm gonna go back with her. Because she was a great, do you mean she wasn't a hoe, like she's a perfect girl. So for me, in my head, I was just like, I'm not looking for any relationship. And there are some girls, and you'll know what I'm talking about, where you're like, all right, you're calm, you're just, just jokes and laughs. But then some girls, like you're talking about, if you even start trying to go out with these girls, they can go, it's a like, are we doing boyfriend and girlfriend? and then you're in a relationship. Do you mean I didn't want to be in a relationship?
No.
Yeah,
we've already,
that was my thinking.
Because we've already established that they hold the power of the pussy, and you control where the relationship goes, or even if it happens or
Facts, bro.
not. You were single, but you didn't want to.
Thank you.
Oh, no, but no.
This is sounding. I'll be honest.
Okay,
What
all
are
right.
you,
So
what are
you
you
so
saying?
you don't-
Jury-wise, I'm saying I'm leaning towards.
There's
Okay,
holes in the story.
So you
There's
don't.
holes in the
So
story.
you,
with
so you
what
man
you're
don't. So you man don't agree that in
No,
your
you
life
could
you
have at
bet.
least given it a go in a direction.
No, but have you not? Have you? No,
Thank
but-
If she's that pang
All right,
pang.
okay. Bear in mind, you lot knew me.
This
Yeah,
is
then.
this
No,
guy
no,
was
CJ, you're
spraying
talking over
and
me
praying
again.
everywhere.
That's what I'm saying. Why
You
would
think
you
he
not-
would be like, "Oh no,
CJ,
you're too classy. Sorry, I'm not
Am
gonna."
I allowed to talk?
Bro, we
Am
all
I allowed to
hyped
talk?
her.
Am I allowed to talk? Yeah, because I'm just
be honest,
speaking
though,
my
Anto.
facts.
Just be honest. Just
Am I-
take one L.
Tell
Just
me when
take
tell
one
me-
L,
tell me when
bro.
am I allowed to speak?
But you're not freeing it.
Am I allowed to speak?
Talk, but you're not
Am I
freeing
allowed
it.
to speak?
As long as you free it,
Am I allowed to speak?
please free it.
Can I speak?
Speak with freely.
Am I allowed to speak?
Speak freely.
What is going on? Are you that drunk? Are you being
No,
drinking at the pub?
speak.
Why am I not allowed to talk?
You've been speaking for
CJ,
20
I'm
minutes.
just talking facts,
Bro,
Yeah,
bro.
The fact is, CJ, you might not be relate. Like, I think Hugh and I relate more because I know they got girls. Like, you're not really familiar with girls like in that way. No, but you're not. Let's be honest. No, let's be honest. No. No, I don't want to start doing colorism.
I've heard tales of trips where CJ's been the most successful on the trip.
Yeah, but that's now while he's married, though, isn't it?
You don't need to do you listen. You don't need to do that, bro. You don't need to do that. The funny
That's
thing
different,
is,
though. Yeah, he's active now.
No.
Remember,
The key
there's
is-
this just going out. You know what I mean?
because
While married, CJ's the top.
to be
he's
fair,
top
I'm
dog.
active because I talk. To be fair, I'm active because I talk to girls. These are obviously more time. A lot of these guys, they're shy. I talk because I like having conversations, but I'll never cross the line. But you know when he says, "Oh,
Can I finish my story though? Can I finish my story?
No, bro, you can't because I need to say
you're
one
back
thing.
talking.
Bro, when you say I don't get, listen, I'm a wise man. Don't
No,
respond to
you get
foolishness.
girls. No, you get girls.
I don't
But
need. I don't need your approval.
The
I know I
level's
get
different.
girls.
The
I know
level's
I get girls.
different.
But can you just go
And you
back
know
to
what
your
I'm talking
story?
about.
Answer.
You know what I'm talking
Can you just
about.
go back to your story?
Yeah.
You can talk about. Just please be honest. Just talk with
Yeah,
integrity.
I've only been honest. I only speak
Okay,
truth. Yeah?
go on.
All right. So the thing for me is as simple as this. I hope you all can all relate to this. There are some girls in your life, that you feel like could you get with them immediately, and there are some girls in your life you think I might have to date her 7 times, meet her family.
Yeah,
meet
those
her.
ones can be expensive, and that is what CJ's saying.
No,
you were broke.
but he's talking about. I couldn't afford the first date. That's what he was saying. That's why I said there's flaws in his story.
Oh, so
Whereas
you saw that's just never mind the first date being too expensive. That's just too expensive for me.
Yeah, so that's my
Okay.
that plus the fact I was newly single. I really generally didn't want a relationship, and I knew that's not her. She wants a relationship. Is that not making sense? to you?
So you're basically just picking slight. My story is basically right, but you're just tweaking it slightly to say.
No, I'm
actually,
just
this
telling the
is exactly
truth,
what
and
happened.
you just.
I said
changed
that
it
you
a little.
couldn't. You said
I just told
you're
the straight
struggling
truth.
a
'Cause
little
remember,
bit.
it's me.
Financially.
It's
you were
me,
str-
it's
no,
my
but I'm
story.
saying the reason you said you couldn't go out of her is because you were struggling a little bit
No,
financially.
and I didn't want a relationship.
Oh, so that as well.
Remember, a bag of gal wanted me. Like not just
were they
one.
all that level,
Remember,
though?
we're talking not even hundreds.
Because remember, you
At
got a
this
lot of
point,
munters.
Thousands
You
of
had a lot of
women
munters.
wanted me, bro.
I'd say 80% were
That is
munters.
problematic though. If
Thousands.
you're broke.
Anto,
If you're broke,
Anto,
that's a
I wasn't
problem.
broke.
Well, this is unconfirmed
Anto,
because we're 2 months in and the
Yeah.
pea's drying up. What's
Yeah,
going
oh,
on?
Oh yeah, that's another part of the story. That was a lie.
So
2
what-
months.
so
in.
that-
wasn't a
okay,
lie.
No.
That wasn't a lie.
Peas dried up at 8 months. I remember exactly. eight months. Yeah, they dried up. But it's funny. It's funnier to say 2 months. Yeah, because obviously we're on a pod.
Jesus.
So we'll let the stories run. But I've got a few
said-
tweets of stories
listen.
myself.